Good evening, and welcome to another edition of African Americans Ain't Africans, the thing show that proves without a shadow of a doubt that who y'all call African Americans didn't come over here in the bottom of no ship. I'm your host, the Indigenous One, and we here with the man who's basically doing shit single-handedly, him and his lovely wife in Atlanta, making sure that information is put out for the children, making sure that we don't grow up dumb, making sure that we are intelligent, making sure that we can think for ourselves. This brother's doing this single-handedly with him and his family. So he gonna come tonight, let you know what he's doing next weekend. You gotta check this brother out, y'all. This is what we should all be evolving to, especially the men. We should be evolving to what this brother's putting out and what he's doing. So without any further ado, I want to bring on Chief Cali. What's going on, homie?
Man, Halito, how you doing, brother? How's it going?
All is well. So
Yeah,
the free upcoming genealogy, man. Get into it. Tell us.
definitely. And let me say, as much as I would like to take the credit as doing it single-handedly, I'm not. I got a team of people around me, man. A team of people who are like me in moving righteous for our people. You get what I'm saying? And we're not about taking from the people. We're not about hurting the people. And we're trying to correct some things amongst our people. You feel what I'm saying? So I do have a team of people. My brother Wild Indian, my cousin Slim Bull, Tribe Biz, our Tribe Biz family. Then I do have my True Speaks Foundation. My sister Terry Merritt is in the chat right now. And also my fiance, she helps out a whole lot on the nonprofit organization side of the things when we step into the community too. Last what was it? A few months back, we decided to get together and take the children to the Indian mounds here in Georgia, which our key speaker for that event was the brother Kerry Davis, man. And it was an awesome event. We had children there. We had unborn children there. We had grandparents there. I mean, it was amazing. We had everybody. We had people that came from everywhere to be at that event, which was also a free event. So we're doing it all again. This will be our last event of the year. I have a goal that I set for myself to at least try to do 2 events at least a year for our people. And if I can continue to do it for free, I will. We don't have nobody funding us. We just love our people, and we're trying to make things happen for our people, put things in place for our people. We ain't got nobody backing us or nothing. We just put money away for what we want to do. We come together, we talk about what we want to do, and we try to put it together. We try to make it happen. And even for the last event, I thank you for what you did for us in the last event, because when you had your people support us, and it was amazing because that helped take us over the some other things we needed on that last trip. But it turned out to be a great event, and we're doing it again. September 25th, we have the genealogy workshop going on here in Atlanta, Georgia, Riverdale, Georgia. I hope you guys can make it if you're in the Atlanta area. It's totally free. Totally free. It's starting from 1:30 p.m. to 5. It may go over a little later, depending on how the vibe is going at the event, and it may end a little shorter. You know what I'm saying? It just all depends, But we are scheduled from 1 to 5 p.m. genealogy workshop with Miss Zina Rhone, who is also in the chat. I just seen her in the chat just now. She's a professional genealogist who is with the Georgia National Archives. And I think she'll be joining us pretty soon. But This lady is amazing. She's really in her community. She's really out here with the people. You know, so that's what we have coming for you, September 25th. It's totally free to come, totally free to attend. Basically, the only thing you have to do is get your temperature checked coming in. No, not the same venue as last time. This is at no, not the same venue as last time. That was dealing with somebody else, not me. That was somebody else's event. But no, not that. This will be at the Favor Center in Riverdale, Georgia. The Favor Center is I don't know the address offhand, but you can look it up. It's called the Favor Center. September 25th. We'll be doing the event there. After we do the information, we got a lot going on with that. After we do the information, we're gonna have a 70s throwback. We're gonna have a 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s throwback meet and greet. We're gonna go through the eras of music. We're gonna jam. We're gonna enjoy each other, food, drinks, just enjoy the meet and greet. We're gonna have a part of the room set up in the back where if you don't even want to party and you just want to pull your laptop out and y'all want to go over the information y'all learned at the event, man, we're gonna have an area where we're gonna have tables set up. You can just go to the back there and pull your laptop out, your iPads, and just enjoy going through the information, enjoy networking, all of that. But we will enjoy each other's. She needs the link, brother. We will enjoy each other's company. But yeah, so we're gonna start from 1:30 to 5 p.m. With Miss Zina Rhone will be coming in to speak from the National Archives, and yeah, man, it's gonna be amazing, man. She will be doing a Q&A session after she's done. We do have some extra. I do have some other. Yeah, I'm definitely going to record the event. I'm definitely going to record it. I don't know about me going live though. I had to change some things around. Some people backed out on me, and you know, people who know how to do all of that, they kind of backed out on me, and you know, some things I'm not knowledgeable of. So other people were knowledgeable of, but they're not around now. I don't know what the deal is, but I can't harp on that. I got to keep moving forward. We got to get this event ready to go. So it'll be next Saturday. But we do have a Q&A session after her session. And then we're also going to have the Matriarchs Express in the building. Those ladies are going to be there to touch on these vaccinations, this COVID situation. They got some great information. They're going to be in the building to talk about what's going on with these vaccinations, what your rights are concerning these vaccinations, what they're doing, how they're doing it, all of that type of things too. And then we're going to end it off with a panel. We're going to be able to talk to some of the guest speakers who's going to be there with Miss Rhone.
Cool. Well, I'll be there. So listen to what the brother said when he was talking. He said he had a group, a conglomerate, a clan of people that helps him do what he does. That's what all of us should be striving for. Preferably, it should be your family. But if it's not them, then you create another one. So, brother, what kind of feedback are you getting? With you teaching the people that they're indigenous, this is their land, and all these immigrants coming over here, they're coming over here trying to get your land. And it seems like we assist them.
The feedback I'm getting now has changed a lot from when 3 years ago, 4 years ago. We're not getting as much pushback anymore as we were when I first came in the community. Hold on one second. Let me send the sister the link right quick.
I sent it to her already.
You sent it? Okay. Mm-hmm. We're not getting as much pushback as we used to. I think people are starting to wake up. Like, they're starting to wake up. The bad part about it is the bad part about it is a lot of us, like myself, yourself, and those of us trying to wake our people up to who we are, you know what I'm saying? And the truth that we all didn't come over here on a boat and whoop-de-whoop. is not only were we fighting the system, you know, we had to fight our own. You know what I'm saying? We had to fight our own people telling us who we are and who we not and whoop, whoop. At the same time, we're fighting the system, trying to be acknowledged for who we are and you know, our respect for who we are. You know what I'm saying? Our fight for who we are. So it's sad to say you'll run into Caucasians and stuff who won't give you no pushback about who you are. It be our people. It be our own that give us the most pushback, man. And that's kind of frustrating, you know, but we deal with that a lot.
Have you ever heard of the basketball players that were going to these universities and the coaches would be slapping and kicking the shit out of these cats? These brothers 6'10", getting the shit slapped out of them by a 5'9" coach. And they just took it, you know, just so they can go to school and get an education.
Nah.
I mean, you can pull it, all this stuff is online, pull it up.
Wow.
These are 18, 19-year-old brothers with one slap would knock this dude into the middle of next week. After the cat finished college, he would get up in front of everybody and call this dude daddy. He treated me like my daddy. And his mama would be behind him telling him the same thing. This dude is wonderful. So this is what I'm noticing.
Oh, somebody said Coach Bob Knight.
Huh?
Somebody said it was Coach Bobby Knight.
No, it's damn near all them coaches. It's just not one. Oh, these are coaches you ain't even never heard of.
Oh no, I never heard.
This is what I'm saying. This is how most of us are trained. Most of us are trained like that. We think like that. So we're not going nowhere. So when you're 60 years old, 70 years old, you will see them cats are closer to what we're talking about, but they'll be the first ones to put you down.
That's right.
So, Zina.
I get it.
Zina. Zina, can you hear us?
I'm here.
What's all that noise in the background?
I can. I don't know. There's no noise here, so it must be feedback. I don't know. I'm here.
Yeah, she's got a feedback. She's got a feedback from us.
There's no noise to me, so I don't know. There's no noise here, so it must be feedback. I don't know. I'm here.
Yeah, she's got a feedback. She's got a feedback.
Is that cool?
Yeah, until I think she has a major delay. Like she needs some headphones.
Oh, Zina, can you still hear?
It's gonna take her a minute. She has a major delay.
Oh, okay. Well, I want her to get into it because she can give this information up.
Yeah, somebody said y'all are getting some major lag. Yeah. Major delay.
Yeah.
She has a microphone open somewhere. It's feeding back into, like, you know what I'm saying? It's feeding back. I don't know. Do you have some headphones? You have headphones? It's like her computer is picking, like she has a microphone open in somewhere. Let me make sure. Let me cut my, hold on. Let me see. Let me come out of this and make sure it ain't nothing over here on my computer. Because we good. We were good. Me and you were good.
Yeah.
She told me last time she came on, she had an echo too. Last time she said last time she came on your good.
Yes, yeah.
That's probably just my crappy computer.
Yeah. There you go.
Oh. She told me last time she came on, she had an echo too. Yeah. Echo. She has a delay. So if you ask her a question, it's gonna take a long time before she can answer it.
Yeah, okay, I see it now.
I'm trying to figure out. Zina, you don't have no headphones? You don't have no earplugs? No headphones you can put on?
A long time.
It's something dealing with the settings in her computer.
You don't have no
Put some headphones on. It'll probably knock it out. There's an echo. Y'all getting that.
Sorry for the delay, everybody. Give us 1 minute.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, that's how a lot of us are trained.
Just put her on mute for a second.
Yeah, that's how a lot of us are trained, man. We only do what other people tell us to do. And then if you bring it up or I bring it up, then they get mad. And they only get mad because they know they're guilty. So like you, and I'm just going to use you an example. How you were saying you have a small group of people and you guys are doing this. That's what we should all be doing. Because these groups, the church, the schools, the hospitals, all that shit is dying.
All of it, yeah.
It don't work.
Hold on 1 second, Carrie.
Okay.
Tell her to go from her phone. Tell her to just go from her phone.
Can you hear Zina? The school, hospital, all that shit is dying. Hey Zina, just go by you. Just use your phone.
Because I think she's on a computer. Just tell her to click the link on her phone. He said, tell her to log out and log back in.
I'm a caller.
Yeah.
Okay, tell her to what?
Yeah, just tell her to come out of, I think she's on her computer. Tell her to come out of her computer and just hit the link from her phone.
Oh, okay.
Somebody said refresh the feed. I think she has a microphone open somewhere in her computer. You sent her the link to her email or her phone? I'm about to send it to her phone too. Hold on, y'all. Hold on 1 second. We also got my brother Aboriginal Power in the building too. I think he will be in the building too. I'm going to talk to him about possibly being on the panel at the end of the night, because that brother is very knowledgeable about a lot of things too. He told me he would be in the building. So shout out to Aboriginal Power who is in here. Shout out to the Matriarchs, Matriarchs Express, who will be in the building with Miss Zina Rhone on the 25th. Like I said, they'll be in the house talking about the vaccinations and the vaccines and those things, man. We gotta have these conversations, man, and how to protect our people and how to fight for our people. So I definitely wanted to bring some of these different people in, and definitely shout out to the Nevilles who were down there helping out their people. Remember, I told y'all there's never a reason to ever hate on positivity. Never a reason to hate on positivity, even if it's someone you don't even care for. Anybody doing anything positive, I definitely give a shout out to. And those Nevilles, they were down there in New Orleans. I seen them helping bring trucks in to help those people after the storm. So we're definitely gonna have them in the building, and we're gonna have the Matriarch Express in there with Ms. Zina Rhone and a couple other. I'm hoping to have my brother Wild Indian there too. Wild Indian, I'm not sure if he's gonna make it or not, but he's planning to make it. Did we get it straight?
Okay, yeah, we got it straight. Well, she's on the phone now, and so we'll just ask her questions, and then she'll unmute her phone so she can go ahead and answer us.
Okay.
So, if you want to start,
you want me to start?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, listen. What we have Miss Zina Rhone in the building. I don't know. I went live yesterday, and me and Miss Zina Rhone did a great live that I'll post probably tonight. this woman I've had many conversations with her. She's a great woman, man, with the National Archives of Atlanta. She will be the guest speaker in the building for this event. This event is totally free. Free. Both events. All you have to do is get your temperature checked, to get your wristband to get in. We have food that'll be there, drinks. Family will be there, and Ms. Zina Rhone will be the guest speaker. So Ms. Zina Rhone, if you would like to introduce yourself, I thank you for joining us tonight also, and I thank you for showing up for us for the event. Also, and Mr. Kerry Davis, I thank you for putting us in touch with Ms. Zina Rhone.
Good evening. I'm sorry I had so many technical problems. Well, my name is Zina Rhone. I've been an archivist technician for over 20 years for the National Archives in Atlanta. And Brother Cali called me and asked me if I was willing to do a workshop on genealogy. And, first I was like, okay, I'm at a disadvantage. I don't have all of the reference materials that I usually use to put together a workshop. So I'm kind of piecemealing it from home, and I'm hoping that at least I'll be able to give people enough information to at least start their genealogy. And I'm not only teaching genealogy, I'm going to be teaching family history also, and a little bit of American history that might determine where your person would have been during various periods of time between the census.
Yeah, man. So I mean, you definitely want to be there for that. You know what I'm saying? Because Miss Rhone put me on to something the other night, and she was telling me exactly how I think she's been 22 years, Miss Rhone, with the National Archives.
Yeah, I'm going on I think my 22nd year.
Okay, yeah. So the thing is, in this community, we've had a lot of people. There's I'm just gonna be all the way real. Y'all, if y'all know me, y'all know how I speak. Y'all know I don't bite my tongue. Y'all know I don't sugarcoat nothing. But we know in this community, we've been hearing the uproars about the problems with people in the community telling people they do genealogy and things like that, and people aren't getting their genealogy done. People's money's being taken. People aren't able to meet up with people dealing with their genealogy. And for me, that was a big problem in the community. I found that to be a big problem, and one thing about it, we can't keep talking about our conditions, right? If we're not putting ourselves in positions to change our conditions. And if you ever hear me speak, that's one of the big things I'm about, is getting in our communities and doing what it takes to change our conditions, right? So I didn't want to deal with anybody in the community, this online community that's talking about they do genealogy. So I went to a real genealogy place where they actually help you with records and the information. I wanted to deal with someone who this is their profession, not somebody that just woke up one day and say, I do genealogy. You know what I'm saying? And Miss Zina Rhone, she's gonna bless us with her presence. As you just heard her say, she's been doing this almost 22 years. And we respect that. We respect that in her. We respect the fact that she doesn't mind coming in to help us young people, get this together. You know what I'm saying? I had people email me about this event telling me they were coming from New York. They were asking, could they bring like 15, 16-year-olds? And I said, yes, bring them. Bring them. That's who we want here. We want those young people here to teach them this. Y'all don't know how many people don't know anything about genealogy. They don't know what genealogy is. And like I told Ms. Rhone, let's start small. Let's use this event. Let's walk them into genealogy. So she said, okay, let's focus on that. And if we have to come back for a next event, we'll step into the next level of genealogy. Y'all know I'll record this. Y'all know I'll film this, right? Because I want us to be able to document this in history. Nobody can ever take this from us. You know what I'm saying? We're actually in this community putting in the work to bring people together and make things happen. So this is, to me, this is very, very big to have Ms. Zina Rhone in the building, walking us into this genealogy journey.
I have a question for Miss Rhone. I just
Okay.
I just saw a video of you, and you were talking about how the kings would come over here to impregnate the women over here. Could you talk about that?
Actually, people were commissioned by the king to come here. When they started invading our world, they used to send people here. And the acronym FUCK is Fornicate Under Command of King. And basically, they would have some kind of parson or bishop or something traveling along with the men who came. And they were good Christian men, so they had to be married. So they would have like an impromptu ceremony with some, Indian maiden or, black woman that they had snatched up from somewhere. And then, so you go and then you go and get her pregnant and then, it's annulled. But basically, that's what they were doing. The kings would give them a commission to come here and impregnate the women so that and then they would start killing off the men. And basically, by the time 9 months later, you got a whole different type of person running around. They weren't the indigenous people's babies. They were these foreigners' babies coming from another land.
So this is what I mean with, and another question I want to ask, but I want to say this first. This is what I mean, because a lot of the confusion that's going on in our community is from us. We go around pretending like we're other people in a book somebody else wrote. You see how dumb we sound? We want to be all these ideologies. We want to be anybody. We'll be Greek. We'll be Hebrew. We'll be Christian. We'll be Arab. We'll be a damn dog.
That's
And
right.
many of us are. Just so we don't have to be ourselves. So this is why it's like we look stupid doing that shit. We look dumb.
And that's the sad thing. Most people around the world know our history better than we do. They know who we are when we don't know anything. And they won't actually tell you a lot of times who you are. And they say, oh, well, you're not African. You're not, this or that. You're actually probably indigenous. And you look at them and go, oh, okay. Because I remember growing up and people used to say, oh, I have Indian in my family. I have this and that, in my family. And then, come to discover, I've always known because my great-grandmother used to tell us who we were. So there was no doubt about, who you were. But, there was nobody else to, join with and talk about your culture. So you just became black, But most of us are, descendants of indigenous people.
So Zina, let me ask you this. So how much damage because a lot of times we always complain that other people are doing things to us. How much do you think is that we're doing it to ourselves?
I think we have that victim mentality that we like to grab hold of once we do something stupid and it doesn't work the way that it should. And the opportunities that are available to us, we mess them up. And then we just say, oh, it's the white man trying to keep us down. Or these people coming over here that's taking our opportunities. But a lot of times we don't want to work together. We don't want to pull together. We want to tell somebody else who they are. Oh, you ain't no Indian. You just a nigger, And we have that whole mentality that when people are trying to, gain a defining sense of self, we want to shoot them down. But a lot of the problems that we have is our own doing. It's our own stuff.
Yes. One more question for me. I'm gonna give it back to Cali. I just saw you in a video, and you were talking about how your grandmother was telling us that the veins, connect to the rivers. They're not connect, but it's some kind of correlation between the veins that run through our bodies and the river and the rivers that run through the earth. Can you hit on that?
Yes, I was visiting with my grandmother, my great grandmother, one day. I guess it was probably around 86 or 87, because my son was a little boy. He was probably 2 or 3.
Zina, can you center your screen? The chat can't see you.
Can I what?
Your screen, because nobody can see you. You're kind of off screen.
Yeah, well, I don't know what's going on with that. Well, actually, the screen is delayed too. I don't know what's going on. Can you see me now?
No.
No. Well, the only thing I can probably do is, I don't know. I'm scared to log off and log on again. But
No. We can see you.
Just scoot over. Just scoot over. So you just did it a second ago.
I'm right here.
Yeah, right there. Right there.
Keep going that way. Keep going that way. Go about.
The camera's delayed because I'm still there. Like 2 or 3 minutes ago.
But we can't see you.
I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, come over a little more. A little more.
Right here?
No, can you?
I am right in front of the camera, like right here.
Okay, we can see you now. That's all I said is move over. Okay.
I'm not moving the camera, so I don't know what's going on.
Now you got to move your body.
There I am. I'm right there.
Yeah, but only half of your head is in the picture.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I'm sitting like right here, my big head.
They said, tell her move
Just move over a little that way.
Move to your left.
Well, see, it's too late. I can't see myself because it's like 2 or 3 minutes behind.
The other left.
Okay.
You can't go. Yeah, I mean, right there. Right. If you stay right there, you're perfect.
Okay, I can't always see myself. I don't know. Okay.
Okay, so you were saying about the veins.
My grandmother was talking to my son, and she kept calling him Buddy, and I'm like, Buddy, and she kept talking to him as if she knew him, and he was acting like he knew her. They kept exchanging looks that people that know each other for a long time may have exchanged. And I was like, what's going on? She goes, I said, you act like you know him. She goes, I know him and he knows me. I said, how? She said, because we're connected. I said, why? How? She said, through the blood. She said, the veins that run through his body are connected to my veins. And your veins are connected to my veins. And she said that just like the rivers run into the ocean, our veins connect us to one another, just like the rivers connect to the ocean. So that was one of my first things. And I think I was a very young mother, probably about 20 years old at that time.
And see, this is what we mean. This is what Chief Cali's trying to put out. This is what I'm trying to put out with African Americans ain't Africans. You keep calling yourself characters in a book from other places. You omit what she just said. You omit your grandmother. You omit your great-great-grandfather. You wipe all that out just to hop over to another country that if you went over there, they'll slit your throat just because of who you are. And this is the bad part about it. The older you get, you don't even learn. So you can pass it on to your children, so they can pass it on to their children, so they can pass it on to their children. You just be an asshole and keep going the wrong way with all this information coming out here. This indigenous stuff wasn't talked about in the manner it is now 15, 20 years ago. This social media, people are getting it. Like Chief Cali said, people are understanding it. And you and all y'all, I don't care who you are, you're lying to all these people telling them they from some other places. Do you know what we could do if we just, damn, like the sister said, hook up with your family?
Yeah, that's definitely a big part of us moving forward. You know what I'm saying? And that was a reason. That was a big reason I put on the. That was a big reason I did the trip to the mounds a few months ago, because our youth, man, are who's very important to us. It's almost like religion, right? Like I was telling somebody the other day, I too much don't care to go back and forth with grown adults about religion. Like I just don't. Like I just don't care to go back and forth with grown adults who believe in talking donkeys and talking burning bushes and magical virgin births, and I just don't. When we have children who have minds that are very impressionable, because those adults are going to teach those children about the magical talking donkeys and virgin births and all of that. Somewhere that cycle has to be broke, right? So I wanted to take our children to the mounds, and I want those children to be able to see. I want those children to be able to know that they put their feet on that soil, on that land. This is our ancestors. We heard about the pyramids in Africa. I don't know how how those pyramids are about me, but I do know these mounds right here. Chief Cali, Tribe Is took us when we was little kids, when we was young. I remember this back in school. Chief Cali took us to the mounds and told us about these mounds. On that trip, I had to explain to those children why those people in those, see, when you're in there in the museum, they don't want you to film inside the museum because those people inside of those cases don't look like us. They don't look like us. They're telling our story, but those people inside of those cases don't look like us. So I had to tell them, I don't want y'all to give us the tour. We'll tour ourselves. You know what I'm saying? I'll bring some people in like Carrie Davis, who's going to help tour us. You know what I'm saying? Because I got to explain to these children why they're telling our story, but those people inside those cases or on those videos don't look like we look. You get what I'm saying? So I don't have time to go back and forth with grown adults, you know what I'm saying, about who we are. And if you want to be from Africa, fine. You be from Africa. You work on finding out where you from over there, first of all. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to deal with our children who, you know what I'm saying, who we have to teach this stuff to right here about where they're from right here on this land, what rights they have right here on this land. You know what I'm saying? Who they come from right here on this land, what records they can go find right here on this land. You know what I'm saying? Before we get to, trying to find out something about Africa. You know what I'm saying? So, this is definitely one of the reasons I wanted to do that. And then after I did the mounds, I wanted to bring, our people together who's interested in finding out more about genealogy. How do I start my family tree? What do I look for? What do I need? These are the things we're going to be talking about. Ms. Zina is going to go into all of this. She's going to walk y'all through all of this. You know what I'm saying? And I'm willing to learn too. I'm there. I'm gonna be sitting there learning too. So I need to know this stuff. I have to be able to teach my grandkids and my family too. You get what I'm saying? So I can't wait for the event. I can't wait to sit there and listen to Ms. Zina go in and explain everything. So I'm excited about having her there.
Zina, one more thing. You were talking about also in the video that I saw of you. You were talking about the time. How we move with time, in the rhythm with time. And you were talking about how we celebrate New Year's in the winter, which we really look like donkeys doing, but how we should be celebrated in the spring. Could you elaborate on that?
Right. The earth keeps time for you. Starting a day in the middle of night is not our concept. That's a European concept. We knew that sunrise was morning, sunset began the night. So there was no question you didn't need a clock, you didn't need any of that stuff. And also, the seasons told you the earth told you what season you were in. When everything was blooming and everything was being born, you knew it was springtime. When it got hot and, there was not a lot of planting going on and all you were going to do is enjoy the hot sun and, spend time with your family. We knew it was summer. When the little cooler, and the fall, the fall colors started to show. We knew it was autumn. And then when things started to die out, we knew it was winter time. Nothing begins in the winter. That's also a European or a Babylonian pagan concept. That was not indigenous people. They did not need a calendar or a clock because they moved with the time, and they knew when to plant, when to reap, when all things were going to come to be based on what the earth itself was doing. The earth was our mother, and so we knew,
So how much do you think that throws us off when we're all off time like that? Like you say,
everything throws us off, and that's what it's designed to do. Because if we don't know who we are and we don't know how we're supposed to operate in the earth, then we're all messed up, and that's what's been our problem all the time. And I do believe that what they're doing is wrapping up some of this. We've got the Kool-Aid pop that they're giving us, making everybody try to get. And they're doing that because, they don't want us to be who we are. They want to GMO everybody. So that people don't know what time it is, and they're not in tune with the earth. It's just a big mess. And I just saw where the brothers were talking about Stone Mountain. And Stone Mountain, yes, it was a high worship place for the Native Americans. But then when the Europeans came over, they actually made that the clan seat. And so the KKK actually owned Stone Mountain for many, many years. And, we would, rush to go there. We're paying our fee to go in the park and do this and do that. But a lot of that money is still going back to the Brotherhood. And, there's a lot of times if you really look and you examine what's going on behind the scenes, you'll realize that, everything they try to do is a way for us to get had.
Get had.
To get had.
And see, that's what I'm saying with this vaccination they doing. Really, y'all? Really? Tuskegee experiment was yesterday.
Yesterday.
And you act like you don't. And this is why we always lose. We never think for ourselves. I'm not saying everybody, because there's millions of us that do. But goddamn, as a group of people, we should be moving on the vibe that we can make the planet rock for real.
Yeah.
And this is what I'm saying, trying to hide behind other identities. Damn, where Jesus at? He here yet? He ain't helping. He ain't telling to do nothing.
Nothing.
And we still follow that. That's why we lose. So come on.
Yes, black Jesus, white Jesus, Spanish Jesus, ain't none of them showed up to help nothing.
Right. And
none of them.
And okay, so let me ask you a question, Cali.
Don't give me
from the year 1900 till now. How much money do you think the Negro has put into the church pot?
Oh, oh man, an undeniable amount of money.
They said it was in the trillions.
Yeah, I'm saying an undeniable amount of money. Because man, listen, let me go back to the reason I'm doing this. Right, I am one person who continuously speaks on putting yourself in position to change your conditions. Believe in yourself. We got too many people depending on something outside of them. Something outside of them they can't even prove. Versus to believe in themselves. Versus to dig within themselves. I got a motivational video. One of my motivational videos is where I'm talking about the octopus, right? And this octopus is a very intriguing. Do you call it an animal, or is it a fish, or it's a very intriguing creature? We go through situations in life, right, where we have obstacles, we have problems, trials, tribulations, right? And instead of believing in ourselves to overcome those situations, see, the octopus will adapt to its situations. It will the octopus will land on a flower, and it'll turn the color of that flower. It will land on a rock, it'll turn the color of that rock. You know what I'm saying? It adapts to its situation for survival, to live, to feed, to hunt. You get what I'm saying? It adapts to its situation. But us as a people, we would rather cry and beg and whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop versus to believe in ourselves. Dig into your family. Who is your family? I don't know. I'd rather the white man tell me who my family is in school. I don't know. I'd rather the white man tell me we came from a jungle and I don't know. I'd rather, what did your grandparents say to you? What did your uncles them say to you? What did your bloodline say to you? I don't know. I'd rather just watch the new slave movie that's coming out this year. That'll tell me. See, the octopus don't live like that. The octopus, I showed the video where the octopus was put inside of a jar, and the lid was turned on the jar. They put an octopus inside of a jar. You can look it up on YouTube. They put that octopus inside of that jar, and that octopus didn't wait and beg and plead and wait for somebody to tell them who they are. The octopus started to reach around. He started moving around in that jar. And that octopus started to turn that top on that jar. And eventually, that jar opened. And that octopus got out of there. There's another video of an octopus on a boat. And he was trapped on a boat. The octopus worked this way and slid its way through the little slot on the boat and got back to freedom into the water. At what point do we get back to freedom? Well, at what point do we work our way to freedom? At what point do we break them chains here? At what point? So this is what I'm trying to do. I don't want to keep talking about our conditions, whining about our conditions. Oh, the white man this, and the white man's holding us back, and the white man this. Put yourself in position to change your conditions. Now, I can't keep talking about that, and I'm not practicing what I'm preaching, right? So out of my pockets, out of my, the resources I have, I'm no rich man. But I'm putting on events that you have no reason to complain about anything, and it's free. It's free for you to come. It's free for you to attend. There's no drama. There's no nothing. We're not taking from the people. We're not hurting the people. We're bringing the people together so we can all learn together. That's what this is all about. We're bridging the gap. Last event, Carrie, you was there. Last event, we bridged the gap between the youth and the elders. Yeah?
And you should have seen the youth. All of them was walking around like this.
They were very much into what we were doing. And that was one of the things I was worried about, was that, are they going to feel like they were brought to church? You know what I'm saying? Are they going to be sitting there like, man, I'm ready to go? They were not. Those children were so in tune with what we were doing. And it was beautiful. So now let's do it again. What I told y'all at the last event is we can't stop here. We can't stop here. We have to keep it going. We have to keep bringing these children to these events. You as parents, grandparents, and things like that, you have to find it important enough to start bringing these children to these events. You have to find it important enough. You get what I'm saying?
And you don't have to teach these kids much, because once they get it, they gone.
Yeah. But somebody has to teach them, right? Somebody has to lead, right? I heard somebody, and I'm not trying to dig into the negative. Of course, one thing I've come to understand is, even if we were going to, believe in Jesus or whatever, right? Whatever, right? One thing I do know is, even in good, you get crucified, right? Even in doing good, you get crucified. Last event, we had people trying to sabotage that. You know what I'm saying? This event, we got people talking about, this and that about the event. And these are the same people who are doing nothing for the people. These are the same people who are not doing anything in their communities for the people. And you complaining about us doing a free event, right? And you're not bringing nobody together. So this is one of the things I just pride myself on, is to be able to look back in history and say 5 years from now, I'm proud of what we did. And I'm proud of the people who joined us to be a part of that. You know what I'm saying? I'm proud to know that our youth that came there, now they're growing up into adults and they remember these events that they came to for free. To change our conditions, we have to find out what's important to us. Is it important enough to you to make these events? Why wouldn't it be? So I do want to shout out to the Hebrew Israelites I heard who have been inquiring and coming, not on no drama. They just want to come. They found this to be very interesting. The Moors that are talking about coming, not on no drama, they wanted to make sure they could come because they found this to be interesting. We have some Pan-Africans that are coming because some things are starting to make a little sense to them now. And if we can be a part of helping these people see a different light, helping our children see a different light, and maybe somebody else takes this on next, or you started in your city, or maybe somebody gets with me and says, hey, I like what you did. I heard you came out of pocket for that. Hey, I'll join you next time. We're already putting together events for next year. I told you, I'm working on 2 events a year. And if I can keep it going to where I bring our people together and they don't have to pay for a dime to attend, I'm going to keep doing it. So I can't wait for September 25th next weekend, because we gonna kick it. We gonna be educated and entertained. And I can't wait to hear Ms. Zina go in, and our sisters from the matriarchs also.
So Zina, any last words you want to give us before we get out of here?
No, I'm excited about the youth coming. I started inquiring when I was the youth, and I was shut down. And I just think how much further I could have been in my research journey had I not been shut down. So I love the fact that we are encouraging our babies to be, about their forefathers' business, as you would say.
That's right.
One last thing before we get out of here. Finding your people isn't hard. You just have to know the dates of the history of these people coming over here, and where your people from, and what were they doing when these people got here. So what I would suggest is go back to the county where your people came from before they went out to start getting jobs, before they tried to get into the Army, Revolutionary War, Civil War. Find out the counties they were from, then just simply find out who those people were that were there before they made contact with these foreigners. That's all you have to do. All this stuff is not hard. You see how these people are taking DNA tests of goats and dogs and sending them in, and they're telling you that the goats and dogs are humans, and they come. See, we got to know this. We can't be all stupid and I didn't nobody. We can't do that. We can't be confused. We've been confused for the last 200 years.
That's right.
Now, I ain't with it.
Let me say, and let me jump in real quick. This is what I hope people look at what we're doing at Tribe Is as far as putting on these events. And listen, this is the same thing I told y'all last time, right? Everything doesn't have to be an event. It doesn't, right? I'm just hoping somebody looks at what I'm doing. I don't have money like that, but I put money to the side to make this happen, right? I just hope people look at what I'm doing and say, hey, I mean, I can't do it on that level as far as getting a venue or anything, but hey, maybe we can all meet at the library on Wednesday nights and talk about genealogy. Who's interested? You know what I'm saying? Oh, you work at the National Archives. Do you mind meeting us on Wednesday or Friday nights? I have a group of people that I have emails from who are in our city. Get some emails of the people right around you. Just start pulling people together. Find out who's in your city, how you can help humanity, right? How can you help humanity? That's what I'm about. That's what I'm about. I just so happen to be an Indian, but I'm about humanity, you know? But I just hope you look at what we're doing at Tribe Biz, because see, people think anything they do with the people, they have to make a dollar off the people. I don't believe in that. I told y'all we have to find out what's important to us. If we want to change our conditions, what's important to us? Huh? Like, is it important enough for you as a parent to bring these children to this event? It's free. You ain't got to pay for nothing. We're going to feed you. You're going to drink. You're going to have fun. Giveaways, raffles, and you're going to get information. You're going to leave with information. How important is that to you? How important is that to you to bring your children to this event? You see what I'm saying? Genealogy is so important. Why wouldn't you bring your kid? Why wouldn't you spread the word? Even if you can't show up to the event, why wouldn't you spread the word to other people in the city? See, remember, I would come on here and I would ask y'all, what are you doing in your community? What are you doing in your city? Let me know what you're doing so I can call people I know in your community and I say, hey, listen, they got this going on at the church down there, or they got this going on at the schoolhouse down there. They're going to be in the cafeteria from 7 to 7 in such and such city. But nobody's calling me, telling me anything. So I have to lead by example. If I feel like I have to lead by example. I don't want my people feeling like, I don't want nobody to ever have the room to say, what are you doing? Or what have you done? Now, don't let me put an event on for free and you don't show up. Don't ever ask me what I've done or what do I do. I put an event on, 2 events so far for free, and we got more coming. We're working on next year already. That's why this will be the last event for the year. We're already working on next year. We're already working on different cities. I had a lady hit me up about, I think it's North Carolina. And I told her, sure, help me put it together. I'm not rich, you know, but help me put it together. And let's do it. Let's make it happen. Let's stop talking about it. Let's make it happen. Nobody's changing the world sitting behind a computer. Nobody's changing our conditions sitting behind these computers making YouTube videos. I mean, YouTube videos are cool and all, but nobody's changing nothing with no presence in your community. You're not showing up. A lot of us don't even know politics. A lot of us don't know survival. Where are these people? Yeah, I say the same stuff. My stuff ain't changed. Every time I come on this show, I haven't changed. I'm saying the same thing I've been saying. The thing is, I don't have all the answers, so I'm trying to surround my people with people who have answers. You know, so that's what we're doing. September 25th, Atlanta, Georgia, man. Atlanta, Georgia, here in Atlanta. We're doing a genealogy workshop. You know, so I hope y'all can make it. It's a free event. Then we're gonna do the 70s, or we're gonna do the throwback meet and greet, man. After that, we're gonna enjoy each other's company. You know, so I hope y'all can make it, man. September 25th here in Atlanta, Georgia. Favor Event Center in Riverdale, Georgia.
Cool. Well, Chief Cali, Zina, I want to thank both of you guys for coming on and sharing what you guys going to do next weekend. I'm going to be there, and I hope everybody in the chat is there too. Thank you guys again.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you, brother.
Okay, cool. And we'll see you tomorrow night. We'll be with the Accomack Princess tomorrow night, and you know how we get out on Fridays. So everybody have a good weekend, good night, and we'll see you next time. Peace.